Welcome to this week's edition of the Foodie Frequency. My name is Ruth from Honeypot Cottage Bakery, and I'm joined today by
Liam Dillon from the boat.
Why I said today, I don't know, because I'm joined every week by Liam, so I have no idea why it was just today.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We were talking last week about seasonal food, and we talked about the root vegetables, and we talked about the fish. But something else that's in season at the moment is venison.
Yep.
Do we use it much at the restaurant?
We do. It's a main course at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we have venison that's shot for us in North Staffordshire, just not far from Uttoxeter.
Yep.
And yeah, they're brought down and we chop them all up.
Cool. You butcher it yourself?
We do. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting then as well, don't you?
Yeah. And then anything we try and use, well, say we try and use, we do use everything. And if we can't use it, then we'll send over to the two pigs and they can use it as well. So it's nice having that other outlet without sort of you kind of cutting down waste. But yeah, we'll take the loins and then we'll braise the shoulders, we'll braise the legs. The legs are referred to as haunch. And yeah, we'll seam the haunches out sometimes. So you just go down all the connective tissue and take the lobes of meat out. And yeah, I think it's fantastic. Take the offal as well. We'll use the offal. We'll use the works.
So what are you using the offal for at the moment?
We've got a little crustar, which is a batter, which you set around a steel, like a metal mould.
Oh, the little fluty baskety thingies.
They're
so
kind
technical.
of well, pretty much that's it, isn't it? They're quite popular at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's popular because it's a great vehicle to fill and use to use and fill up as a canapé, as a snack, whatever. So we use it as a little side serve. So we do a little crustade of the offal, and it's dressed with a chervil and pickled onion and sumac salad on top. Ooh. And that's kind of, we just recommend you have that first. And again, it's just a nod to using everything.
Yep.
Little offal ragu goes in there. And the loin on the plate, we've got a sausage which we have made for us. So we send the butcher the recipe and any extra trim we have from the shoulders, and and then lovely Peter coats will make our sausages for us.
Okay.
Because I've tried making sausages. They're okay. They're all right. They're not amazing. And then having the guys making sausages, they know how to do it, but it's just consistency wise.
Yeah.
Being made by someone that knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Is a lot better. So the lads will take down the rest of the ingredients, the dry ingredients for our recipe, and then they'll have their sausage day and they'll put our batch through for us.
Oh, right, okay.
It works great, and it's really tasty. Kind of merguez, which is kind of a spicy sausage. We brought the heat of it down so it works with the balance of the plate. But yeah, it's
nice.
Fantastic.
Bought the husband a sausage making course a couple of years ago for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we did that, came back with loads of sausages.
Yeah.
I knew I needed to upgrade my sausage maker on my Kenwood, so that was then part of his Christmas present.
Right.
It's still in the box.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to get him out making sausages.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with those attachments on the KitchenAid because they burn out the cog on the inside very quickly.
Yeah, so just use them wisely.
Yeah, don't go too heavy-handed with it.
No. And if anybody's looking to buy venison, do Peter Coat stock it?
I don't know. I deal with Anthony. I know he shoots. I think you can inquire. I'm sure there might have stuff around. I'm sure he's a lovely, lovely chap. And
well, if Peter Coates don't, I know Mary Cope at Bodisare Farm do.
Right, okay.
So they have venison, so they'll have pop-up days there, but you'll also find them at Lichfield Producers Market.
Right.
So they'll have their venison and their goat as well.
Okay.
We can touch on goat on another day.
Yeah.
So yeah. So venison, you've recently come back from a holiday in Finland, which I'm remotely jealous about.
We snuck away.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, we got the Northern Lights, you didn't. Yay! Yeah.
It's just my luck, that is. I go to Finland for a week, spend a fortune, and then...
You could have stayed here.
Yeah, and then you got them in Devon.
So over there it's reindeer, which I'm going to assume treat it the same as venison.
Yeah, the flavour was very similar. And I only had it as a stew. I don't think that's a lie. I had it as steak as well. It was good. It was really nice. Really tasty.
Yeah.
Hard to kind of comprehend it, but it's the same as, the world's the same, isn't it? You're petting the reindeer in the afternoon, then you're eating it in the evening. But
But I also think people need to know where their meat, whatever their food is, whether it's meat, whether it's a veg or whatever, they need to know where it's come from, how it's being treated, how it's being grown.
Absolutely. And now I'm going to keep banging on about this, but we've got a kind of micro farm at the boat. We try and delve into livestock.
Yeah.
We have pigs, we've butchered sheep, we've got chickens. And I think the most important thing for me is they've had a good life, and you're still going to have the argument where you shouldn't be acting as God, and all those things. But as long as the animal's had one bad day in its life,
and that was
I'm
it.
absolutely content with that.
Yeah.
And then everything is used from that animal.
Yeah, so there's no waste.
Yeah, I get so upset if there's a problem with any animals we've got and they have to be put down rather than used for the meat, because it's just, that for me is a waste.
It's waste, yeah.
So, as long as they're happy and, then.
Yeah. So did we try anything else while we were in Finland?
Food related.
Yes. Not sure where we were going with that one.
Yeah,
yes,
me.
food related.
Yes, I did. It's a Scandinavian country, so they don't have a lot of lights. In December, there's probably no light, daylight it is. When we were there about 4 hours a day.
Okay.
So the whole place is covered in snow.
Yep.
So agriculture is difficult. So, how they're getting, I was just there being like, how have you got salad? How have you got cucumbers? How have you got tomatoes?
Are they importing?
So there's a lot of stuff comes over. So, you look at some of my training was spent at Noma in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And his whole ethos was their preservation.
Okay.
And that's why it's kind of the fermentation, preservation of ingredients. And that's the reason why I went over there, to kind of see how they were working at doing that. We're lucky. We're so lucky in the UK. You can have whatever you want when you want it.
Yes.
And it's on the doorstep, really. So we preserve a few bits and bobs that are in select seasons, but we don't go crazy on it because there's no need. We have an abundance of things all year round, and it's good to change. But yeah, so over there it was kind of, fermented vegetables, kind of like pickled fish and things like this. So,
roll mops and stuff like that.
well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I hate them, but yeah.
Yeah, they are an acquired taste.
Mum's a big fan of a roll mop herring, but
okay.
yeah, not for me. But they're also where we went, so they were catering for lots of different people in different countries, so they had to have a food
so not
offering
much traditional cuisine.
No, which is a bit of a shame, really. I think if I went back again, I'd try and venture off to more traditional.
So I think that's part of the joy of going abroad, isn't it? You get to try what the natives, what the residents are eating, and everything like that.
Absolutely,
because you're always told to go and find where they're eating, go and eat there.
Yeah. Absolutely, but kind of a bit of a, I wouldn't say a complex, but there was it was a bit of a resort, so they had to have, I think it'd be an uproar if they just had pickled veg and preserved food and then the odd reindeer. So, maybe a husky, I don't know.
So pickled veg, we're going down the sauerkraut routes, everything like that. Do you make any of your own sauerkrauts?
We don't have anything on the menu. If we did, we would.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic for gut health and looking after yourself. My old man is constantly hassling me to make him kimchi.
Okay.
Just do it yourself.
Yeah.
No, you make it for me.
Oh, is that because you're the chef?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's my responsibility to make it for him, which I will do it for him, but I just want him to do it himself.
Yeah.
You do it.
It's not difficult.
No. And there's so many different variations of it. You can make it as in depth as you want. You can use Chinese cabbage or you can use normal cabbage. It's,
it's Napa cabbage, isn't it? For the
you've got to ferment it. Yeah. So, but I love all that, pickles, preserved. I think, it brings such a different level to a dish. I think it's fantastic. And also as a byproduct, it's really good for your digestion and for your health. So,
okay. Well, next time I make a batch of my red sauerkraut, which is carrots, beetroot, red cabbage, I'll bring you some in. But I also do a yellow one, which is white cabbage, pineapple. Still got a bit of chilli in because I like the chilli. Yeah. And that actually works on vanilla ice cream, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it out once. I was eating, I was thinking...
Sorry.
I am really weird.
I was trying to keep... Oh, really?
No, you can go for it. It was one of those... We'd got nothing to have on the vanilla ice cream. And I thought, well, that's a bit sweet because it's got pineapple in it. Let's give it a go. It's like, oh, hello. Yeah, that works. So, next time I make a batch, I'll bring you some in.
No, I'm sceptical, but I'm quite intrigued by these sort of flavour combinations you find actually do really work.
Yeah.
God, I can't remember where I was now. I had a kimchi ice cream. It was
What?
all snow. It was the juice from kimchi, and I made it into a snow. When I say a snow, it's kind of like a granita.
Yeah,
sort
I know
of
what you
thing,
mean,
okay?
yes.
But it was very, very fine. And that topped a dessert I had. I can't remember where I was now.
That's positive. And was it all right?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely delicious, yeah.
Nice.
And it was that point in the meal where you kind of moving from savoury to sweet.
So a nice palate cleanser as well.
Yeah, it just really worked.
Yeah.
Really worked. And things like that just, some things just really, really work. And foie gras, although let's not talk about foie gras, that's definitely banned or illegal. And lychee. So that combination was so fatty liver and then lychee, and it was into a dessert, and
I would have thought the lychee would have cut through enough, but obviously it did.
It's fantastic. I did old foie gras torchon, where it's rolled up in a tea towel and poached in chicken stock.
Yep.
But first it's salted, so it's cured, and then it's marinated in port, rolled, poached, and then chilled, and then frozen and shaved. A very fine grater. Yeah, over lychee. It's a momofuku dish, that's a restaurant name. I'm not being rude. In New York, I went to when I was young. I went over there and table for one. It was actually on Independence Day.
Okay.
In 2000, long time ago.
Yeah.
And I managed to get a table on my own at the counter, and it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when I've told other people about the end, I go, what, sauerkraut on ice cream? And like, try it. And it's like, oh, hello. But it's the pineapple in it. They forget there's the sweetness in it to counteract it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I'll get you some, no problems. Bit random now. We're starting to get some questions in. So we've had a question in from Scott, actually. So how do you feel about shows like Clarkson's Farm? How close to reality, or is it manufactured for TV, do you think it is?
I think that I love them, to be honest. Things like that, I think anything around the industry, I'd love it. I want to watch it. I want to see what people are doing. But, I think it's, for me, the Clarkson's Farm. Clarkson is a bit of an idiot, but we love him.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's a bit of an idiot. And he's got that, and that's why you watch him. That's because he just does stupid stuff. And that kind of money's no object, really. So he's just messing things up because he can.
Yeah.
But I'm at the boat doing stuff in the garden. I mean, electrocute myself the other week, or nearly knocked myself out with a post.
Sorry, electrocuted yourself?
Yeah, don't touch an electric fence with a hammer, FYI.
Oh, okay, that's today's tip then, obviously.
Yeah, panicked myself there. So I do a lot of stuff on my days off, and I'm out there on my own.
Yeah.
And I was there once knocking fence posts in. You got this big cast iron post knocker.
Yeah, they're the ones you mean.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be doing that over your head. When I say doing over your head, that is what happened. So I was knocking a post in that was taller than me, and I missed the post. It hit the edge of where it goes over it, and then the full weight of me coming down, I smacked myself in the head with it.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all banked, Ruth. I'll get you back.
I know you will.
So it's don't do that. But there's stupid things that happen.
Yeah.
And it's just great that you can see
that it happens to other people as well.
Yeah. But it's great because with the Clarkson Farm thing, you're on a journey with him.
Yeah.
As much as they're re-saying things and going through different conversations, it is, it's opening people's eyes to what people go through to make sure there's food on people's tables, there's produce around. Don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near doing what he's doing.
Would you like to?
I've always loved working with the outdoors and animals and stuff, but also with being able to see the end products and be able to create something, whether that's been food or an experience, or, Sue will have her own charcuterie from the pigs on the boat, which we can serve in the restaurant. That's brilliant. That's full circle.
Yes.
That's what I like. That's what I like to be able to do. So I work hard to do that. Yeah, no, I don't think I could not cook or not be in the restaurant scene. But yeah, there's Knife Edge, the kind of, there's a new show on Apple TV.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
That's delving into the restaurant industry as far as Michelin inspectors are concerned.
Oh, okay.
So, it's hyped up saying Michelin inspectors never spoken to people about what they're looking for and this, that, and the other, and they've got voiceovers and all this sort of stuff. And it's really interesting that the average Joe, I guess, is getting an insight into why we all go so mental in the kitchen about things.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Michelin is essentially a guide. It's a group of people who have an opinion.
Yes. And we all know everybody has a different opinion.
Yeah, and it's there are other publications that have their opinion, but just this one is the most well known.
Yes.
So it's looked on as gospel.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it is a very, very well regarded publication. So the Knife Edge delves into Michelin, the awards, what it takes, what chefs are going through, why they're so stressed all the time. I guess. So it's a good watch, and so I did watch that, and it was good. And even I'm been in the industry for quite a while, and even this stuff there, went, oh yeah, actually that's cool. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise this. Or, so it's good.
So you've been picking up some tips from it.
I don't say tips, just information that I didn't really know.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
But and then they follow the Michelin guide round the world, so it's great to see.
Good gig if you can get it.
I know, right? Yeah. But yeah, those sorts of shows I think are good. I think there's an element of stuff for the cameras to make a TV show. Of course, there has to be. It has to be that hook.
Yeah.
But yeah, Clark's Farm, I think it's brilliant. The Knife Edge was really informative. It's fantastic for people to see and understand about things, the workings of it. But yeah, I'm nothing wrong with them, I don't think.
Any others out there that you watch or are aware of?
Don't watch much TV unless it's things like that, to be fair.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, Traitors, watch The Traitors.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
totally
we can do a spoiler alert now. If they haven't watched it by now, tough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's done, over.
Yeah.
First ever female winner.
Yeah,
great.
and a double traitor winner right from the beginning.
Yeah, doubled up, yeah. It's good. I think, there's not a lot of TV I watch, but things like that. I watch The Apprentice. So.
That's due. That will have started by the time this goes out as well.
But I think that one is diluted for the TV. I think I used to watch it years and years ago, and there's people there that were genuinely into business and want to, now there's a degree of TV. Someone's rubbish, but they're on because they're going to make you watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you, Ruth? Do you watch anything like that?
So again, Traitors and Apprentice, but I'll look at Knife Edge. So I do like some reality TVs and get to know more about what's going on.
Yeah.
So you've said you're quite right. Everybody has their own opinion of what food's like. It's a bit like art. That looks like something or other, and I'll be looking at it going, I don't see that sunflower jumping out at me in the middle of these waves or whatever. So, I'll look out for that because it'll be interesting to see how and why they do things compared to me just walking into a high-end or a Michelin-star restaurant and going, I've just come here to actually enjoy the food.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. You got to stay true to creating a business and cooking for people that are paying the bills, essentially. So... yeah, but like what you said there, there's in every industry there's going to be people that are critiquing it. It's not just poor us, we're getting hounded by these reviewers. It's every industry has that sort of will have somebody that they look up to or they want to work towards. But and that's ours.
That's it. And then you get a complaint in inverted commas that something was too salty or something like that. So I do a sun-dried tomato and black olive bread. And the olives are salty because I prefer in salt, so I don't add any extra salt, but it complements the tomatoes.
Yeah.
One of the best sellers because of the contrast. Then you'll get somebody go, I like salt, but that was too salty. I'm thinking, actually, you don't like salt. If you're saying that's too salty, you don't actually like salt. And it knocks you a bit, but you're thinking, well, you're one person in 50. I'm going to listen to the other 49.
Yeah.
And
that's it, of course we get it. We get, everyone's got an opinion and I welcome it.
It's constructive feedback, isn't it?
Yeah. What I don't like is someone saying something that can't be rectified and that's just totally pointless.
Yeah.
It's difficult to please everybody.
Yeah. So, are you able to start sharing some of your refurb plans with them? Are you able to give us a little sneaky peek each week?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think it'd be nice to kind of say the concerns I have along the way. That wouldn't be a bad shout.
I'm going to assume money's one of them.
Of course. Of course, yeah. Yeah. It's the thing is the money thing, a restaurant is very hand to mouth. So you'd almost have a war chest of money there, because when you have a bad week, it's very bad.
Yes.
And it takes more than 1 week to recover from a bad week. So you have to sit on reserves. And when restaurants go bump, they've run their reserves and that's it.
Yeah, all the way down.
So it's what you spend that you know is going to come back, but you can't predict how it's going to go when you've done a refurb. So you don't know if you are going to make money when it's...
Yeah.
So there's lots of things for me to consider at the minute. We're closing in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks? No, we're not. We're closing in April for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To get the bulk of things done, but I still want to start the process now. It's been a long time coming to get the boat changed. But
I was going to say, when was the last time there was a major change?
Tumbleweed. 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As far as like the vibe and feel of the restaurant.
Yeah, okay.
Like we've changed the flooring. We've there's a new conservatory over the roof. There's a new bay window. There's all things. We put kind of Venetian blinds. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I see a little sneak out on social media recently about the bar that went out? You got rid of the bar in COVID.
That's right. Yeah, that's the major thing I want to bring back. And again, it's been a long time coming. I've had people for the last few years be like, "Why have you got nowhere to drink?" I'm like, "Well, because
it's a restaurant."
Yeah. And
it's not
you
your
sit
local
outside
pub
if you want.
Yeah.
But the whole time I knew I need to do something about it. The problem is I don't like to do something and it not be right.
Yeah.
So we had some sofas and stuff in there and it just wasn't right. It didn't really feel right. So I just left tables in there because that was better than a rubbish holding area, essentially. So that's the first port of call. That bar will turn to a lounge.
Is that almost like a waiting area? So if I arrive for a meal...
Well, yeah, it's kind of less of a waiting area and more the start of your evening and the start of your experience. Yeah, just because, I won't let on too much.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello.
It's because I don't know if it's going to happen. So,
okay.
No, it's hell-bent to get it sorted now.
Yes.
Because, the brand, I feel the brand is good. I think we understood in what we offer now. And I spent a lot of time correcting that. And also I spent a lot of time on me being content and happy with what we do.
Yes.
Because for years, literally years, I've been like, oh, well, could you turn it into a boozer? Could you turn it into an eatery? Why am I pushing so hard to not make much money?
Yeah.
And always being worried about money and always being worried if I'm going to pay the staff. Why do I need to put that much pressure on myself? But I've carried on more fine dining. So, yeah.
But you've got to be true to yourself at the same time, haven't you? And if that's what you believe in, you have got to push that journey along.
Yeah, and I think from coming out of COVID and finding the rhythm of our brand now.
Yes.
I'm back to being, this is what I love doing. I found what I fell in love with initially in cooking, which was to give someone an experience.
Yep.
I'm not the Jamie Oliver. I didn't fall in love because I just love cooking food and wholesome dinners. That's not why I've got into food. It was to make someone go, you know what? I can see the manpower in that. I can see how long it's taken. And I'm paying for that time and attention. And in the past few years, you've kind of been in between, we're in between an experience.
Yes.
But the price point was experience price point because of the quality of the ingredients we're using. But I didn't feel like we're giving you an experience. That could just be the way I look at the way I work. I don't really big myself up very often. So it's kind of like, we can always do better. So now I'm kind of, brand's good, gardens are getting there, and we now need to bring the inside up to scratch with everything else.
Yes.
So the first thing is a lounge. You start the evening there, you go into the restaurant, and then I want to have a little concept in the kitchen as well. So that's kind of where we're going. If it happens, I'll be over the moon. And if it doesn't, I'll just have to wait till next year. Okay.
I always remember one of the first restaurants I went to with my husband in Lichfield was the one, can't remember its name, it's not there anymore. It was around the back of Ego's, Rystope.
I know, Bratz.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that used to have, because it used to be upstairs.
Yeah.
downstairs was the lounge where your experience started. Then you went upstairs to eat. So to be able to go back to somewhere like that, you're right. It does start that experience and that journey off right for the evening.
Absolutely. And I remember that. Chris Bratt-Rose was the chef.
Yeah.
It was Bratt's very talented chef. I think he taught me at one point at college, I think.
Okay.
I believe. But I ate there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Great memories.
Yeah.
Fantastic site as well.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
But yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, we look forward to learning more about the refurb over the next few weeks. Thank you, Liam, once again for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, listeners. You'll find us back next week. And if you've got any questions you'd like to ask myself or Liam, drop them in on email to ruth.redgate@lichfieldradio.org. And we'll see you next week.